What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another player review on this channel. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the player review so far. Today I've got for you guys Correa, the FUT birthday card. He looks absolutely unbelievable. I'm so excited to get involved with this card. If you guys are enjoying these videos, make sure to smash that like button down below and subscribe if you're new around here for weekly player reviews on all the new promos and team of the week cards. So here we have him. We have 5-star skills. He has 4-star weak foot. He has really good work rates as well with that high medium, which is absolutely perfect. It's something that I love with my cam or my centre just so they help out back a bit and support as well. It costs you around 90,000 coins, which is such a bargain. He's a really good value for money, and he's 6'2" as well, so he might be a bit clunky. We're going to find out for you today if he is the perfect cam or is it a card that you should go out and buy as well. So if you're looking for that, you're in the right place. Anyway, nonetheless, let's crack on with the video, and I hope you guys enjoy. So it's time to review our players. Now we've got Correa, like I said, 90 pace, 85 shooting, 85 pass, and 93 dribbling, 76 pace, which is absolutely unbelievable. Like I said, that base card is incredible. Imagine his defender was up there in the 70s, it'd be something else. But it seems like the perfect cam for me. That's where I'm going to be playing him today anyway. You could probably try him in a centre mid, but obviously then defending stats are very low. So we're looking at a very attack-minded centre mid. And nonetheless, he has got that high medium like we spoke about. The 5-star skills, the 4-star weak foot is absolutely perfect. I love that. He's also the best chem style that I would recommend you using on this card is the engine chem style. I found that to boost all of his stats, even his defender and that, it just carries on his card, boosts it even more into the 90 sort of rated. So it's a really nice card. I think that is everything for that as well. Like, let's crack on and get into the I'm gonna do that again. So I think we've covered everything on that part. So we're going to go ahead and check out his in-game stats as well. He's got 87 acceleration, which is really nice. He's got 92 sprint speed with that 87 and 87 finishing and attacking positioning. So he does look like the perfect card. I know I keep saying it, but he does look really good. He's 88 shooting as well. His long shots and volleys, they're pretty decent as well. I won't be taking too many long shots. I don't think many of us do on this FIFA, with the goalkeepers being pretty good this year compared to last year. Vision, very nice at 87. His crossing's 83, which we shouldn't need to have that anyway. His free kick accuracy and short passing. His short passing is actually really good. I'm really surprised about his short passing being the 88 range as well. That also gets boosted up, of course, with the engine chem style. His long passing is very good as well, the engine chem style. This is why I love the engine, because I love that cam to be able to pass and put the ball out wide and just create. He's the creator of the team at the end of the day. His curves are really good. His agility is really good. His balance isn't too bad. His balance is a bit of a letdown. We could find that out with this card. So him being 6'2", wasn't he? 6'2" with that sort of balance, it could be a little bit of an issue, but we are going to find that out. Reaction's really good at 85. His ball control at 95. His dribbling at 96. Sorry, composure at 80, which is again, it's that balance and composure that I'm looking at today, which I will be judging as well. With only 71 jumping on his 6'2" card, which is a bit of an issue, but we'll find that out as well. Stamina at 82. I do like my stamina to be 85, especially on my middle cam or my ram or my lamb. And strength at 81, which is not bad at all, with a bit of aggression at 54. So let's go ahead anyway and find out how this card can do in game. We also missed the traits as well. He's got a lot of traits, which has got the finesse shot, which I'm very happy about. The flare, which is very nice. Also getting them fancy flicks and all that stuff. He's got the long shot taker, so we will try and pop some long shots, see how we got on with them. And he's got technical dribble, which I do like with my dribbling. I do like a cam that can dribble. I'm sure you guys do as well. I think that is everything. I think we've covered everything. The team that we are going to go ahead and use in this team as well, they're a little bit different before. We've got a couple of other FUT birthdays in there. I don't know if you guys saw the Lozano player review. If you haven't already, I will link it down in the description down below. You need to go and check it out. It's a very good card, and you'll find out all the details for him below. After that as well, after this player review, we will be going ahead and reviewing the Hernandez as well. So make sure you guys do stick around the channel. We're going to do tons and tons of player reviews around all the promos and that good stuff. But this is the team we're going to go into, and we're going to go straight into FUT Champions and see how we get on. It's a lovely play. Correa, little ball roll. He's going to have to lay it off. He's not in the right position. And Hernandez probably should have done better then. I was actually trying to find Neymar then, but I wasn't able to. Neymar anyway still kept it alive. Neymar again. There it is. The first goal. Finally managed to get it for. I did try and squeeze that ball from Correa into Neymar the first time, but unfortunately Hernandez kind of blocked that off. But it's a very nice player. Correa sitting a little bit too high then for my liking. Like my cam to sit back a little bit, but nonetheless we do end up scoring. So it's a decent 1-0 lead so far. Correa is just such a unit in that middle. He's just a physical presence. But it's a shame about his strength and stuff like that, because I feel like it'd be such a more complete card if he had that little bit of aggression or defending about him. But he has broke up the play there, and it's another chance for us. We've gone ahead and missed, and it's a scrappy goal for Vieira, and that could be a rage quit early on for old Danny. It's unlucky by him. It's very, very lucky goal for myself. But again, he was in the right place, Correa. He was holding it down in midfield. He's created both goals. I've got to look at that in both chances. He's managed to pop the ball out wide and managed to get us to get 2 goals. So we're going to jump into another game right now anyway and give a better review on him right now. Good ball, Correa again, sitting a little bit high up than I like, but he's still creating something. It's lovely play. Hernandez into Correa. Has he got the strength he has and that aggression again there? It's unlucky, but he's managed to win the ball back. Vieira. It's nice. Lozano. Just couldn't get this shot away with Lozano for some reason. I don't know if it was because the guy was sort of holding on to me there. It's unfortunate, but this guy's got a chance to break now. And it's so poor. His passing range just doesn't feel like that 88 that it suggests. And there it is, 1-0. It's a poor bit of play from Correa in there. I've had a few moments with him where he's just not been able to get that ball out of his feet quick enough, unfortunately. I'm going to take him off to stay forward, see if that helps us a bit more in this game. I'm also going to take off Hernandez as well, because he doesn't really perform for me. And I feel like Hernandez being there, they're both quite slow. They take a while to get going. They're none of them like speed. So if I put Mbappe up front, I feel like it's going to benefit Correa a lot more and be able to play them through balls that we're trying to look for in this game. Better picking them pockets, Correa. Lovely play then. Got around the keeper, Mbappe. It's unlucky, there's too much going on. Correa is getting booked as well. Yeah, he's making the headlines for the wrong reasons at the moment. Little twos, Correa manages to get that pass in that time. It's a good ball, that one. Little bit out wide. Back to Correa, it's a bit far back. That's Mbappe's fault. Correa a little moment. Back to Correa, finesse. Oh dear, guys. He is coming. Something's coming from him. I believe in Correa. Watching it back, it doesn't get any better. That's poor from me then, trying to rush that. And that's the difference. You've got a player with a normal guard instinct. Is that... No, that was actually Mertens. I think he had the shapeshifter Mertens. But that is the difference in a player and a cam. He's going to be able to pick the ball up and turn and do something like that for you. My Correa simply has not been able to do that all game. He's really struggled in the midfield. He's not really even been in that situation where he could do that either, unfortunately. Lovely play. It's a lovely play. It's Correa's chance, surely. The dummy's poor, but the finish is just as good. That was a lovely finish from where I messed that up. He's finally got himself a goal, and maybe he is coming through. And again, that attacking run, which I'm not asking him to make, but I'll take it. I'm not going to complain when he's scoring goals like that. To Bernat. Back into Correa. Manages to twist his way through a little bit then. Lovely bit of play from Correa, surely. He's managed to go in the back of the net. Correa is making a turn for the better finally. He's got himself in a really good position and I'm not quite sure about his finish. But he has got to manage to bag himself another goal. Let's go. 2-2. We've got a chance back in this game. Hopefully we can go on and win this game now. There's a lovely little positioning he's got there for the 1-2. Again, not sure about the finish. I should have gone with the near post in the first, but that would have been my mistake to go across a player that is coming across you to try and intercept the ball. I should have definitely hit it to the near post, but we'll take it nonetheless. Surely, last chance of the game. We're going to have to go alone. What have I done? What have I... No, they're still there. It's not still there. Correct.
They've done it! Absolutely incredible!
I cannot believe what I'm seeing from Correa. We were talking constantly about his first half, how bad he's been. He's managed to pop up with some scrappy goals, but at the end of the day, if your cam is going to win the big games, then you can't argue with the goals that he's going to score. Fair play to Correa. Have we found some pros? Maybe. I don't know. You tell me, because he seems to be that poacher, that Wayne Rooney-esque that you're looking for. I think that might be it for this guy. I don't even think he wants to wait to the full-time whistle. I think if we had another sub left as well, I was going to say, it'd be time to pull him off and just give him that clap and applause that he deserves from the fans. What a little player. So here we are, guys, back over on our player review screen. He did play really, really well in the end for us. It was such an enjoyable game to manage to come back from that 2 goals down after all we said about him as well. He managed to come along and get a 9.6 rating. He must have boosted from that second half. He was probably on about a 5. Then he's just shot up to a 9.6. I'm not surprised after securing that hat trick at the end as well. It was something else. So it's one of my most enjoyable games I've played on Foot Champions for sure. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and review him. The first thing we are going to start with was his skill moves, which was 5-star skills. We didn't actually do a lot of skills with this card. I maybe should exploit this more with the cards and just enjoy them a little bit more. I feel like if we were to do the skill moves anyway, I feel like it's going to be a bit of a clunky skill move play. Not like, obviously the agility and balance isn't really there for this card. So, but it is definitely a pro of this card having the 5-star skills, that is for sure. His weak foot was 4-star again, so it wasn't bad at all either. So it's a decent weak foot, what you sort of want from your cam. There's not really, you kind of want all cams to have 4-star, 5-star, one of those anyway. It just helps when they've got that sort of weak foot to be able to turn each side, and then the other opponent can't predict you so much anyway. But going on to the pros, what pros do we have about this card? Now, this is really, really hard to say, because you could sort of say his positioning was a pro, but you could also say it was a bit of a con, because at times it's going to cost you when your middle cam is flying and making them forward runs, but also sometimes, as you saw, it can win you games. So I don't know whether to say the positioning. We'll go with the positioning, right? We'll just give it to him, because I really did struggle to find some pros with this card. Another one of the pros that we are going to put in there is a bit of a funny one, but he's a poacher. All right, we're going to give him the poacher. We're going to give him that as a pro, because he managed to secure 3 goals, and 2 of them were scrappy, but he was in the right place at the right time. He was on the final defender, and he somehow is always in front of everyone else in my team. So we're going to give him them 2 pros. There wasn't a lot else to say. I'll give him the 5-star and the 4-star as well, because, like I say, any cam that you can give that for. So we'll say the 5-star skills is also his pro. Cons. Now, cons, there was a few. His balance definitely did come into play. He was struggling with his balance. He was very, very clunky as such, if you want to say that. So I would say his balance was a little bit of a con. It was struggle at times, and also again we could go ahead and say his positioning, because you do want your middle cam in that middle and central to be able to sort of play make as such. And he wasn't really doing that at all. He was more the trying to get on the end of everything else and be the guy to score the goals at the end of the day and make them attack and run. So unfortunately, it wasn't that playmaker that I was looking for and that I like to use. If you guys are someone that you just rather someone that runs through, then and maybe Correa's your guy, maybe you should give him a go. And the third and final con will be for him, it will have to be his passing. His passing for me, it just was not there. He took a little bit of a while to react. If I was doing them first time tiki-taka passes, it's not too bad. But the way he was passing, he was kind of, you obviously saw when he conceded one of his goals as well. He gave the ball away in midfield quite costly, and he ended up conceding us a goal in that sense as well. So unfortunately, that is going to be another con for him. Now, the chem style I would use for this card again is the engine, because he's an all-round card. His stats are all-round board. There's dribbling, the pace, the passing and stuff like that. It just up it a little bit more. There's no point getting anything on his defender or even upping his pace like with a hunter or something like that. It's just, it wouldn't be worth it in my eyes. But that's what we're going to say for that. We're going to go for the engine chem style. Now, overall rating, I could be really, really harsh and go below the 3s. Now, we did give Lozano, if you haven't seen that now, I'd go click it. We're now going to ruin it a little bit, but we did give Lozano an 8 out of 10. So, and he was a really, really good card for me. I really, really enjoyed him, and I can't really say that about Correa. I didn't enjoy him as such. I didn't think he was great, and I do kind of think he's below average. And the coins, I know it's 90k and it is cheap. It's a different sort of card, but 90k you can get these Rashfords and you can get these other cards that are going to play a little bit better. I know Rashford's a striker, but Rashford's got that. He could play as a cam. He's got that ability. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to give this card a 4 out of 10. I know it seems harsh, but he just didn't have that wow factor about him. He did get the 3 goals. He did get a 9.6, because you could say that's harsh. But value for rating. Now, the value's not too bad. Like, you're paying 90k. At the end of the day, in this late FIFA, what can you get for 90k? There's not a whole lot you can get for 90k at the end of the day. So I'm going to give his value for rating about a 5. We'll go for a 5. It's a decent price. It's not like overwhelming in price, and I do feel he will drop once people start to use this card. Like I said, I do record these as soon as they come out, so the player prices can be up a little bit in price as well. But nonetheless, the final thing I should say is he worth it or not? In my eyes, he's probably not worth it. Unfortunately, he's not going to be worth it. I wouldn't see you guys probably going and spending all your coins on this, or 90k of this. I would spend it elsewhere and try and find find a different player that's going to work for you. Now, there's 3 similar players that I have come up with. Is Kai Havertz from the Bundesliga, the German. I'm sure you all know who he is. He's got very, very similar base card stats, and he's a very similar build as well. So I seem to get on with him a lot better. I seem to think his position is a lot better as well. You can go ahead and just use his inform because he is just as good, because his FUT birthday is quite expensive at the moment. I think it's around 600k. It could change at the time, so you might want to check that, but I definitely just suggest his inform. It feels just as good as this Correa card. And now if you're still staying in the Serie A, I have got 2 more options, which is Martinez, the striker from Argentina, and he's in the Serie A for Inter. I know you can't really, some people don't play him as a cam, but I actually prefer Martinez as a cam because he is very, very good. He's very agile on the ball, and he seems to work really, really well in that cam position. So that is the second player. And the third and final player is just if you were suggested to maybe use this card in the centre mid role, I would suggest getting someone like Acuna instead. He's a very, very good card. He's an all-round, like, very good shapeshifter. He's very, very cheap as well, his other cards. So I would suggest using one of those 3. It's pretty much what I would go with anyway. I don't know, you guys, if you've got any suggestions for other people, what cards they could go with instead, maybe that you guys have used yourself, and just help each other out down in the comments. At the end of the day, we're all trying to find the best players for our club and the most enjoyable at the same time. But nonetheless, guys, that is everything for this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, like I said, make sure to smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new around here for daily and weekly content, hopefully coming soon anyway with the daily stuff. I'll catch you all guys in the next player review, and I'll see you all soon.